Hey horse racing fans, welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Horses, and happy April, and here we are 1 month away from the Run for the Roses, the 147th annual Kentucky Derby, ran on the first Saturday in May. This weekend we have opening day of baseball, plus we have 3 stakes races, Kentucky Derby prep races, the Wood Memorial, the Santa Anita Derby, and the Keeneland Bluegrass Stakes. And I will be diving into each one of those cards, starting with the Wood Memorial at Aqueduct, going through races 6 through 11, giving you my top picks and long shot plays, as well as capping it with the highlight of the card, the Wood Memorial. Starting off, we have race 6 going 7 furlongs. The Carter Handicap, a grade 1 handicap race for $300,000 here for 4-year-olds and up. My top pick in here is going to be the 6-5 morning line favorite for Joseph Saffie with Orado Ortiz is Mischievous Alex. The horse is 2-2 so far in 2021 and looks to have the top speed figures coming in here and definitely the one to beat, winning the last 2 races. And then the time before that kind of got beat out by Echo Town and No Parole. So kind of this one is the top of the class, kind of why I'm using it as my top pick. In those 2 past races, the horse looked really, really good. My second choice is going to be the 8-5, kind of co-favorite if you would, Chateau for Kendrick Carmouche and Rob Atross. Hasn't really ran in graded stakes company, but has posted some huge speed figures, a 109 and a 108 in its last 2 times out, and both of those where the horse won. However, going 6 furlongs, kind of going a little bit extra here, going 7, shouldn't be any issues going that extra furlong. My third pick, kind of, I guess, long shot pick, if you would, because I'm leaving a long shot off of here because there's really not much. It's going to be number 1, Mind Control for Greg Sacco and Junior Alvarado. Has comparable speed figures to my other top 2 choices. And has also done fairly decent on the 7 furlongs with running in some big present company by getting beat by Sleepy Eyes Todd. So Mind Control could easily sneak up there if the 2 want to battle it out. And then sneak in for the win. Kind of a short field here in race 6, kicking off this big pick 6. But I'm only probably going to use 2 horses going into this race. Moving on, we have race 7. Just an allowance race for $82,000 here. Again, probably one of the better races on the card and tougher ones to pick. You have a 7-5 morning line favorite that I'm going to use as my top pick with Chad Brown and Orado Ortiz. Flight Lady, an Irish bred horse coming from across the pond and ran in some $68,000 races over there. So it's kind of hard to understand their past performances. You kind of have to look at their workouts, and posted a 102 breezing and 5 furlongs, which is comparable to some of the other big named horses in here. With that, my second pick is going to be Windfall Profit with Jose Ortiz and Claude McGahee. 7-2 on the morning line. The horse is yet to race in 2021. So I think McGahee's kind of pointing this horse in here to kind of kick off 2021 season for Windfall Profit. My third pick is going to go back across the pond and take number 4, Lady Sansa, 5-1. For Christophe Clement and Junior Alvarado. It seems like Junior Alvarado has been running really, really good here to kick off these spring meets at these tracks. Last week in the Kentucky Derby Stakes race on that card, he did really, really well. So watch for Junior Alvarado to have some upsets in this card as well. And my long shot pick, I'm going way long shot here with number 2, Wicked Amber out of Ghost Zapper. For Ben Hernandez and Randy Prasad. Kind of ran in some $50,000 claimers here, so it's taking a big step up. Gonna have to find a lot here on this one. I'm just using it just because I feel like the top ones in here are the 4, the 5, and the 6. So I'm using it just to get a little price action. I know it's a fairly long shot, but that's the one I'm going to go with as my long shot pick. Praying for big money. Moving on, race 8, we're going 1 mile and an eighth for $150,000 for 4-year-olds and up. The Excelsior Stakes, a grade 3 stakes race. And my top pick in here, with probably a single, or what most people are going to go with, is going to be number 7, Mr. Buff. 4 to 5 on the morning line for John Kimmel and Kendrick Carmouche. The horse is 44-17 lifetime, is 17-10 at Aqueduct, and is 2 for 2 in 2021. So definitely a horse to beat. Posted a 105 and a 115 the past 2 times out, and easily won in those 2 races. Like I said, I'm going to try to beat her with a jockey that's running really well, and that's Junior Alvarado, who's on Modernist for Will Mott. The 5, that's going to be 7 to 2 on the morning line, and probably a little bit higher price because I think Mr. Buff's going to take a lot of money. Finished second last time out in a grade 3 at Tampa. Has raced against some fairly good company with Wells Bayou, Tis the Law, Country Grammar, Last Judgment. So definitely one that could upset Mr. Buff, but I think it's going to have to find a lot in here to do so. Third pick is Lemonite. The one that's ran with Mr. Buff, I guess most recently, last time out in the Stymie. Finished second just behind him. Kind of closed well, kind of had that late kick. He's going to have to figure out when to go to be able to run down Mr. Buff here. And for our price, I'm going to use the 20 to 1 on the inside, number 2, Grump's Little Tots, who won a $50,000 claimer last time out with Manny Franco for Robert Ross. Posted a 97 speed figure in that race, so maybe is in good form, maybe able to keep that form coming in here, and maybe just get a good price in an exacta or a trifecta. Definitely going to leave that horse off of my pick 4, pick 5s, and pick 6 tickets, and I'm just probably going to stick with Mr. Buff as a pretty good single coming in. Here we are to race 9, going a mile and an eighth again for the Gazelle Stakes for fillies that are 3-year-old. This is a $250,000 grade 3 stakes race. And my top pick, kind of going to be a little bit towards the outside here. 1 to 1 on the morning line. A lot of chalk in this later card, it seems. It's going to be search results for Chad Brown and Rod Ortiz. Horse has been undefeated so far. Finished first in Aqueduct in the Busher Invitational for $250,000 stakes race. So it's the first graded stakes race for this horse. And I don't see any issues with it being beaten here. So if you'd want to single search results here and maybe go a little bit deeper in the race before this with Mr. Buff and maybe Modernist, this could be the race to do it as well. The only horse that's came close has been The Grass is Blue, and that's my second pick, number 5, on 4 to 1 on the morning line for Chad Brown and Manny Franco. Finished third behind search results last time out in that Busher Invitational. And posted a 91 speed figure and ran decently, just could not keep up with the form of search results. And my long shot play is going to be number 1, Hybrid Eclipse, coming off a win last time out at Laurel Park and a win before that at Aqueduct and an $80,000 maiden. Posted an 87 speed figure for maybe a horse that's getting better for Linda Rice and Jose Ortiz. 2 for 2 so far in 2021 with that positive 87 speed figure. So kind of one to watch to see where if a little bit of money goes on this horse. Maybe even just throw this one on your pick 4 and pick 5s with the 1-to-1 favorite search results, just in case you never know on these. Even money horses have came and bit me so many times that I probably would throw the 1 in here just as a safe play, and who knows, maybe anything crazy can happen in here. And here we are, race 10, the highlight of the card, going a mile and an eighth, the Wood Memorial Stakes by Resorts World Casino, a grade 2 stakes race for 3-year-olds and up, and 4 Kentucky Derby prep points. The winner getting 100 points to the Kentucky Derby and basically securing themselves into the Derby. I'm going to go with my top pick is number 6, Prevalence. Medalgia, Diora, Colt, for Godolphin and Brandon Walsh. Tyler Gaffleon's going to get them out on this horse again after the horse won on allowance for $75,000 last time out at Gulfstream Park and did very, very well. won by several lengths, I do believe, and after that win, everybody thought that this horse was easily a Kentucky Derby contender. Posted a 98 speed figure that last time out. Career best has been a 99 when it broke its maiden. So definitely one a lot of people are going to be looking at. A lot of money is probably going to go on to this horse, and definitely should be and will be the post time favorite. The second, possibly closest in the wagering, is going to be number 4, Risk Taking, for Chad Brown and Arad Ortiz, just because it has some comparable speed figures. Ran a 102 the last time out in the Wither Stakes, a grade 3 stakes race. So one that could easily upset in here, that most people might overlook, is going to be Risk Taking. But I think with the 102, with the 102 speed figure, the horse is going to be bet. If not, it might get overbet and pass up Prevalence as the post time favorite. So kind of watch the wagering there to see where the money's going. But my pick is going to be easily Prevalence here. And then number 8, I kind of found out about this horse after it won the Gotham for James Jerkin and Trevor McCarthy, is Weyburn, a son out of Pioneer of the Nile. Posted a 105 speed figure in the Gotham Stakes. Beat out President Company in here in a crowded trade, and Highly Motivated, who's ran in some other Derby preps. So kind of one to watch. However, it only went a mile, so stretching out a little bit further if it's going to be able to contain that distance and still have that speed, and still be able to run up towards the front. This is a horse that kind of likes to set just off the pace, maybe even try to get to the pace if there's not much of a pace set up in here. So one that could easily run away with it, depending on how the track is going on the day. And my long shot pick is going to be Candy Moon Rocket out of Candy Ride, 12-1 so far on the morning line. Here's another duo of Wilmot and Junior Alvarado. Like I said, Alvarado's been running really well. However, the horse had a terrible Tampa Bay Derby. Finished 11th in that, getting beat out by Helium, who has basically locked himself into the Kentucky Derby. But the horse did win the Sam Davis Grade 3 Stakes race at Tampa the time before that, back in February. So it should have the setup needed. Look for it to be just off the pace here, and prefer a rather quick pace to help this horse out. But I believe that the horse to beat in here is going to be Prevalence if he's bet to the favorite. Hopefully not too much of a heavy favorite where you can put a nice win wager on number 6, Prevalence. And capping it off, we have a maiden for $40,000 going a mile and 16th on the outer turf. This is race 11 to Caps Wood Memorial Stakes Day, Kentucky Derby prep race. And this is a good race, wagering race to end the card. I'm going with my top pick in here, Valera, for James Bond and Trevor McCarthy. The horse, however, is 6-0 lifetime, so a lot of these have not won their maiden. So that's why I'm using that one, 9-5 on the morning line. Posted some good workouts, and has the speed that it's coming off of some decent races. Second pick is going to be Michael's Bad Boy, 7-5 on the morning line. Finished second the last 2 times out in $40,000 maiden claimers, with Arad Ortiz for Joseph Safi. So those connections alone should tell you that this horse should have a nice setup and is reason to be 7-5 on the morning line. And my long shot pick, going to the inside, or there's my third pick, there it is number 3, Lou Loves the River, for Nick Juarez and James Ryerson. Just another horse that's been lightly raced, and it's kind of hard to tell. Finished third or second 2 times back, fourth the time before that. Just a gray colt out of Brody's Cause, so just one to throw in there for just a little price. And then I'm going deep here on my long shot pick in the 5. That's 30-1, Wicked Grinch, for Heman Harkey and John McAllen. A horse out of Toneless and Medaglia d'Oro. Has not raced, but it's posted some decent workouts, and 30-1, nothing wrong with that to cap off the day for Wood Memorial. So thanks for watching, listening for my Wood Memorial picks. Hopefully you win some money. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and make sure to check out the other videos for the Kentucky Derby preps on Saturday.